Hi guys, George Glinsky here from Toe the Line, joined today by Tommy Chadburn. Tommy, how you doing, my man?
I'm very good, thank you.
Good man indeed. Yes, we are here with Tommy, who is a new BKB fighter, 66 kilogram division, the minimum weights. Tommy, first of all, your reaction to signing for BKB?
Yeah, I'm very excited about it. I've been looking to sign for about a year or so now, in truth, but I've cracked on with it now, so it's all signed, everything's sent off. Happy to be part of Jim's team and BKB.
Yeah, so as I say, a great opportunity. But you were a boxer beforehand, a professional career, 4-on-1.
Yeah.
How did you get into that?
I was licensed before I turned professional.
Mm-hmm.
I had 41 or 42 unlicensed fights, and then I won everything I could have with that. I won Central Area, won English, challenged for British, South Yorkshire area champion as well. So couldn't have gone any further, couldn't get fights anymore. So apart from like the bigger weights, I went going up that heavy. Then I turned pro, and then I ended up going down weights. So I was boxing at 9 stone, 9, 10 stone, in a license game. Then I went down to like 8 stone, 6, 8 stone, 10, 9 stone for pro boxing.
Yeah, you say you've boxed pretty low in the weight classes. Is
Yeah.
66 kilograms, is that going to be a problem? Because that is fairly high.
What is it, 10 stone 5 in it, so yeah, pitch that like, but I've just got to put a lot of muscle on there and beef up really. I mean, I walk around probably 10 stone, 10, 11 stone, so I ain't got to cut no weight, but I can lose that fat and turn into muscle now, so I can get down to 10 stone 5, but be a lot more built. But I've just got to, I'll have to do a lot more strength and conditioning and whatever, more instead of when I was boxing professional, it was more a challenge to get to the weight. It were a victory just getting to the weight. So I had Greg Marriott, my nutritionist at the time. He's with Ingle Gym, and I was losing round about 35, just over 35, 36 pound. I was losing a lot of weight. I think I started my last camp from last pro fight at 11 stone 4, and I weighed in on day at 8 stone 10 or 8 stone 11 or something like that. It fucking killed me.
So the same day weigh-ins are probably going to be a bit beneficial for you in that sense.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I can be hydrated. I can eat. I can have breakfast in the morning, and I'm still weighing at 10 stone 5 comfortable.
Do you feel like, obviously there is an advantage with the day before weigh-ins, but do you feel that it's a hindrance as well? Because obviously you take a great deal of water out of the body. It's
Yeah,
pretty exhausting.
it killed me. It killed me professional boxing wise on the day. But it's like I've weighed in at 8 stone 10 before, day before professional boxing, and I've got it being at 10 stone 1, 10 stone 2. So I've put over a stone, I'm nearly a stone and a half on in just 24 hours, 28 hours or whatever it is. So I go from being really gaunt and lifeless, couldn't even drive from the gym to weighing. I had to get Ross Birkinshaw to drive me van for me to get me to the venue just to weigh in. I didn't have it in me, and then by the time I put all my weight on, I felt a bit sluggish when I got in there. Like, but if I can get down to 10.5, well, I'll probably be a bit lighter than 10.5, even though that's weight limit. I can imagine my speed will still be there, and I'll have a lot more punch power at that weight, definitely.
Definitely. And looking at that minimum weight division, obviously it's a new division. It's only just been sort of hatched, if you like. A lot of talent there. Obviously, at the moment we've got John Hick and Craig Rocky Morgan fighting for the British title, and the likes of Mark Handley, Toby Binden, Mark Roars. There's a fair few names around there. Is there anyone in particular you've been looking at for a debut? Is there any
Debut,
names?
Mark Handley would be perfect for me for my debut. I think. I know it's easy in that game, but I'd be very confident of beating him, and convinced of beating him as well.
Because he's a man that has called for you. I understand he might have contacted Jim. He did mention something to me the other day. Is it a fight that you're particularly interested in above the others, or is it just a sense of that?
I'll sign contract to fight him now.
Yeah.
If I get that, if Jim sends me that contract now, I'll sign it now.
Nice one. It's a pretty straight and short answer.
That's the way it is.
What is it about him that appeals?
At my weight, I'd be confident of beating anybody at my weight in a bare knuckle fight.
Definitely.
It's just run to me, I'll take any fight, I'm not bothered.
Yeah. What is there anything particularly about him that appeals?
Yeah, he's It'd be perfect for me to break me into my first fight, I think, and get taste for it and see what it's all about, and just have that experience. And I think I'd jab his head off and take him out. I can't see him getting near me, to be fair. And he can try and put it on me all he wants, but if he wants to trade off, I'll trade with him. It's not a problem.
Confidence, I like it. So how would you describe your style for those who haven't seen you? Obviously, it's a pretty powerful fighter.
It depends, really. I can be a bit lazy at times, so I just rely on the power. But at 10 stone 5, I'd carry that power with me. Whereas in lighter weights, it were hard to have any power with me. I was still suffering from making weight. So, whereas when I'm on a licence and I'm boxing at 9 stone 9, 10 stone, I'm knocking kids out and carting me. I had 33 wins, and I think 26 of them were knockouts. But there's a lot of bums in that game, and I'm not going to beat drum too hard. There's a lot of bums. They just fall down, and you hit them, they fall down.
You probably won't find that in BKB, I shouldn't think. A lot of
very hard men. It's got to be an hard man to have a go at that game. It's simple as that. Even if you're not best of fighters, if you can take a bit and you like a fight, then that's weight, wasn't it?
Definitely. Is that what appeals for you then? The challenge?
Yeah. If you're getting paid for a fight, what more can you want? And competition-wise, isn't it? So you get your name out there, and that's what my plan on next year is, getting my name out there. And I want to be busy next year, and I'll take any fights on any notice. So I'm going to stick at it now and get one final push in a career that I love fighting game. So what I've done is in past, like I go back to my professional boxing, I'd do them 12 weeks and live like a monk and make weight and that, and then it'd be like a victory making weight. So I get fight out at weight, and then by the time I come out of the ring, I'm out on piss then, and then I'll have a couple of weeks off, and I've blown back up in weight, and I just can't be asked to get back in the gym, and I end up starting from scratch again. So this is why I'm going to start camp in 2 weeks, really, really early. I've got probably, let's say 4 or 5 months till I might be fighting, I'd imagine. Yeah. It depends when Jim tells me he wants me. But at least I've got plenty of time to prep and just slowly come down and put a bit of size on.
And I understand Lee Noble will be in your corner. Obviously, he fought Isaac Gibbs.
My trainer Ricky Stables, at Bonnie Carnegie Gym. He'll be in my corner. He's my main trainer, but Lee Noble will be there by my side in that corner.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, he fought Isaac Gibbs at BKB 1, one of the sort of pioneers, if you like, one of the first guys to really do it properly. Has he given you any advice at all on the transition?
Yeah, he has. He has, to be fair. It's not like boxing, really. Just said you just got to keep your nice pace. Just be in control of it. Take centre of the ring and control it. Just don't let anybody try and bully you, in a nutshell.
Yeah. Pretty valid advice, I would say. So, looking at, people around you, obviously you've got a great team there, but I understand you've had a pretty good experience in the sparring department as well. The world champion Terry Harper, you've been down at Steffi Ball's gym, sparring with her for her first 3 or 4 professional fights. Is there any news of potentially going back that way and speaking with those guys?
Like I was saying to you earlier, I'm gonna have a word with Steffi. I'm sure Steffi will help me out with sparring because he always has done. He's a good friend of mine, Steffi. And I can roll them off one by one. There's like Gav McDonald, Jamie McDonald, Lee Appleyard, Terry Harper, Josh Whale. I can get this sparring whenever I want it. It's on my doorstep. And then them lads and Terry, they're more than happy to help me out.
Good stuff. And at 28 years old, you're still young in the game. Obviously, you have a great deal of boxing experience, but you've got a lot to give in this sport. Finally, just before we go into thanks and sponsors, what do you want to do in this sport? What is your main aim?
I want to be a British champion. That's my aim next year. To push on for a British title. I think you can get a couple of wins underneath your belt, and you're pushing at it for a British title. So, I mean, I'll be first to admit I weren't the best boxer in the world when it comes to boxing terms. I could have a fight. And I can guarantee you, when you haven't got even 8 ounce gloves aren't a lot, but when you've got a bare fist and I'm carrying a bit of power now, I've put a bit more size on, and that is my game. Simple as that, really.
Like it. So, thanks and sponsors. Who have we got to thank so far for you?
I've got a lot of sponsors. Scent and Glass, Scent Build, UPVC Windows, Scott Robinson Groundworks, my pal at Edlington Motors, Gibbo, I've not even got my top. I should have brought my top down now. And then I've got all
over there, yeah.
Them on my back.
Supersonic hyperbolic.
That's my dad's shop. That supersonic. What's that? CRS shuttering. I've got Pro M5 tapes with Jamie Shelburne. Just list because I've got loads like.
A lot of people to thank, but yeah, as I say, mate, it's going to be a really interesting debut.
Yeah, I've got a new kid doing my nutrition now called Dewey Miller. He's doing my nutrition now, so he's giving me a diet sheet that's starting 2 weeks and all my supplements and what have you.
Perfect. So you've got a lot of good people around you. Obviously, it's going to be a very interesting debut. Hopefully, it's the Mark Handley fight. And yeah, we'll catch up with you very soon, my friend.
Right, thank you very much, pal.
Where are you?